and welcome back to Form Your Frame. Today I'm going to walk you through a little bit of a workout. You're going to need a yoga mat, a light weight. I'm using a 5 pound, and this is up to you. If you want to wear some sneakers, we are going to do cardio in the beginning. Totally up to you. I'm not going to. Alright, starting with our cardio, we are going into some half jacks, full arm movements, toes tapping to the side and then stepping into the center. We're getting our full body moving, heart rate up, body temperature up. This is a little bit lighter on your knees and hip joints. Half jacks. Next one, we're going to twist across, knee up, high as you can get it. Torso is twisting, abs are engaged. Keeping everything up to speed, getting that heart rate up. Then we're going to twist behind. Try and touch the toe behind you. Continue to twist the torso. Our next one, we're going to be jumping out to a second position rotated. So knees and toes go out to the side. And then they come to the center. Out and in. Out and in. Keep your chest lifted. Make sure your knees are going over your toes. And use your arm movements. And after this set, we're going to repeat everything from our half jacks. Again, here we go. Keep that energy up. This is just our warm-up. We're getting through our cardio. Breathing through it. Abs are engaged. Shoulders pressing down. Stepping across. High knee. Put that knee as high as you can. Twist that torso. Working in opposition. And then we have our step behinds next. Twist behind, touch that toe. Guys got this. Twisting, heart rate up. Our next one on our final bit of cardio is jump out and in, out, in. Knees right over your toes. Really press off through the whole foot. Rotate through your hips. We're going to move into some dynamic stretching calf walks. You can do this moving forward or you can just stay stationary, but we're getting our heel as flexed. We're pressing through with a flat back forward, chest goes forward, hips stay in line, and we're bending that bottom knee. You should feel a nice stretch through the hamstring, the back of the thigh. Next one, just a gentle pull up with that knee. Getting a little bit more range of movement in our hip. Stay nice and lifted through the chest. Next one, we're going to grab the foot behind, a light quad stretch. Make sure your knee is going straight down to the mat. Just a gentle pull. If you need a chair for balance, feel free to do so. Alright, next we got some outward hip circles. Knee goes in, opens out to the side. If you have a little bit of a popping sensation when you do this, you can take your knee a little bit lower. Otherwise, we're still just building up our range of movement, getting our joints nice and fluid. And then we will do the opposite, going inward, so the knee goes out and then comes in. This one feels super awkward, and that's okay. I go back into parallel with my feet after I rotate in. Alright, continuing our dynamic stretching, we're going to stretch our hamstrings while we work some abs. We're going to roll down, starting with the head, bend your knees as you go. And we're going to do inchworms, so we walk out to a plank, nice solid plank, abs engaged, and then we walk our hands back in. You can kind of tell my hamstrings are pretty tight usually when I start to move. And if yours are too, that's okay. You can give a nice slight bend in that knee. Don't force anything too hard. Engage your abs. Spine is straight. Head is in line with that spine. And we're walking it back in and out. From here, we'll do one more. Alright, hold here, and we'll push back into down dog, releasing through our lower back, and we're going to do a little flow. So from here, you're going to bend your knees, press into your down dog, and then roll through your spine as you go back to your plank, and we repeat. Roll through the lower back, upper back, straight into your plank, and press knees, and press up. Warming up those hamstrings. One more go, and then we're going to go into a little bit of a lunge sequence. Lift that right leg straight up and then pull it into your lunge. Find a nice solid base. Knee is in line with that ankle, and we're going to do a couple arm circles here. 2 and 3 and one more. That's the opposite arm, and down, pressing back into your plank downward dog. Alright, let's go and take that left leg up into that lunge, and let's twist against that leg, opening up that arm. Make sure you're staying strong and long through that lunge. And press back into your plank, into your down dog, and we're going to lift that right leg again, up and pull it through to your lunge. From here, drop the back knee, open up through the arms, high release back, press back down, lift the knee, rock forward, and repeat. Drop, open up to the sky, back down, lift up, and rock. Again, 2 more times. Drop, and open, and back down, and lift, and rock, and back. Last time. Bend, and open, and down, and lift back into that plank, into your down dog, and left leg goes up. Repeat that on the left. Stable base to start. Drop the knee, open up to the sky, coming back down, lift and rock, and drop the knee, and lift, and down, and lift the knee and rock, the knee, open up to the sky, back down, lift and rock. One more time. Drop the knee, open up to the sky, back down, and lift to your plank, into your downward dog. We're going to do that right leg one more set, up, bring it through. From here, we're going to rock forward and then straighten that front leg as straight as you can get it, and back to that bend. Keeping the back leg where it is, it doesn't move. You might not be able to straighten that front knee all the way, right away, and that's okay. 4 here, and then we go back into the plank, into our down dog for our left side, and through, and rocking forward, and straighten, and bend, and straight. 3rd time, bend, and straight, and last one, bend, and straight. Back into the bend, into your plank, downward dog, and walk your hands back in, plie, and stretch, bend, and stretch. Make sure your top of your head is going to the floor, bend, and stretch, and bend, and stretch. One more. This time you're going to roll all the way up. Head is the last thing that comes up all the way through the spine. And let's go ahead and work on our core strength. We're going to work on our stabilizing muscles. So we're going to go into tabletop. Knees are in parallel. Hips and shoulders are facing towards the mat, and we're just going to hover our knees. And you're really engaging the entirety of your core muscles, feeling the strength in your core. Your shoulders also might feel the burn throughout this process. What we're going to do is we're going to take a step back with our right foot, and our left meets it, and then we come back with our right and back with our left. So we're stepping out to a plank, trying to keep our back stable and not moving as we go out, out, in, out, out, in, in. And our knees are not touching the floor. This is all about stabilization. Getting that belly button into that spine, and opposite leg this time. Left initiates. Left goes back and right. Left comes in and right. Out, out, and in. In. Feeling the burn. This is a good burn. Working on our stabilization. Alright, from here, we're going to drop our knees down. Give yourselves a little rest. Roll out your wrists. And then we're going to go right back into it with our next sequence. We're going to do opposite leg and arm extend. So left arm, right leg. And we're going to touch our elbow to our knee. Think about making the core do the work. So your core squeezes, brings the elbow and knee together, and then release. Everything stays in a straight line as we're moving. And switching sides. Right arm, left leg. Squeezing through our core to initiate the movement, bringing the elbow and knee together and out to a straight line. Out. And squeezing in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. And down. Very good. From here, opposite leg and arm again. This time we're going to rotate and bend the knee and the elbow to the side. So we're working on our rotation in our shoulder and also our hip. This one is a hip killer and a shoulder killer for sure. Feel the burn and breathe through the burn. So my knee starts facing the floor and then it opens up and it goes to the front, to the side. And switching. We're doing 8 on each side. So we have our right arm, left leg, out, and in, and out. This is 3. Stay strong. Keep breathing. Focus on the initiation points. Almost there. And last one. And relax. Let's push back into our child's pose. Release the shoulders. Okay, let's finish out this stabilization sequence with our plank. 30 seconds. Abs are strong and in, and we're staying strong through the core. So our belly button's going up to the spine. You're trying to keep your head in line with your spine. Heels are pressing back, and we're breathing the entire time. We don't want any sway in that lower back. Almost there. And relax. Pressing back. We're going to go ahead and do a couple of shoulder stretches to release through that all that work that we just did. So we're going to take our right arm and thread it underneath our left and stretch here. The goal is to keep both shoulders facing straight to the mat so that we're letting that right shoulder really stretch on the outside. And switch over to the left. And very good, releasing through both and rolling up. We're going to work on our hips next. So I'm all about the stabilization and making sure that our rotators and everything are nice and strong. So we're going to go on one side. Legs are extended straight out to the back, and then we're going to go up with that top leg and tap it in front, and then we tap it to the back, going up in between. We're staying strong in our core, lifted through our side body, and our leg is staying parallel. Knee goes to the front the whole time. Controlling the taps to the front and back. Okay, next one, the leg points forward. You're going to rotate, lift to the side, and then come back down. Really squeezing the outside of that hip, working that rotator. Knee goes up to the sky each time and then comes back. This one's hard. Really fight against the gravity. And open and close. Open. Keep breathing. Open and close. And open and close. Okay, from here, let's rotate. Take that toe to the knee, and we're going to lift our knee up to our shoulder and back down. So we're working on our hip flexors and those muscles that are going to help us, if you're a dancer, to get your legs super high. So really squeeze the top of that hip as you bring that knee to that shoulder. Stay nice and lifted through your side body, strong in your core. Give it a little extra squeeze as you lift and back down. All right, let's shift over to the other side. So we're working on the other leg. Same thing. We're going to start with our taps, going up and to the front and to the back to begin. Make sure your knee stays parallel. Side body is nice and strong and lifted and lengthened. Hip stay facing the front. Don't let them fall to one side or the other, but stay strong and on that side. You can use that front arm to help you balance. And through the front and rotate to the side. Remembering that the knee does transition from facing the front to facing the ceiling. Feel that squeeze and that rotation from the outside of your hip. Feel the burn, feel the fire in that hip. And come down. Let's go up into that toe to the knee and lift the knee and down. A little bit of extra squeeze as you get to the top. Stay long through that side body. Strong through your core. And let's switch gears. Let's go ahead and stand up, grab your weights. If you don't have weights, that's fine. You can still do the exercise without the weights. We're going to focus on the back of our legs, our hamstrings. So we're going to do kind of like a deadlift, one-legged deadlift. So we're going to flat back, extend the leg back, and then we come up quickly. So we slow, 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 and then we pull quickly up. So we're focusing on the stabilization of that bottom leg and our hamstring. I'm choosing to flex my back foot in this exercise to focus on keeping my back leg parallel, knee going straight down to the floor. And let's switch legs. Other foot goes back. This is usually my weaker side, so I have to adjust to balancing. Reminder that everything stays parallel. Hips and shoulders go towards the floor. We're not twisting. Down slow. Up quick. All right. Next one. You only need one weight this time. Weight goes in both hands evenly. Feet are in a nice wide parallel position, and we're doing some squats, focusing on those quads. Booty goes back. Knees don't trace past the toes, so you're sending your butt back, engaging your abs, not letting your lower back sway or droop. Strong in that core. Chest stays lifted as we go back. Stabilizing our knees. Breathing through this. All right. Put the weight down. We're going to move to the bottom of our feet. You need a wall or a chair or something to hold on to. We're going to do some calf raises. Goal here is to do 15 single leg calf raises. The other foot can just be resting at the ankle. And you want to make sure that you're going over the inside or big toe of your metatarsal region or the ball of your foot instead of letting your weight go into your pinky toe. So this makes sure that your shin is completely in line with that first metatarsal. And this is great alignment to prepare you for any kind of jumping that you're going to do. Once you get to 10, it's really a push to get to 15. You guys got this. And let's switch over to the other side. 15 here. Core stays strong, shoulders stay down. And everything goes in a nice controlled manner, up and down. Right till the end. We're almost there. You can feel the burn. Alright, the next one, we're going to shift to the lower part of our calf, called our soleus, and we're going to bend the knee, and we're going to stay in that bend position and lift your heel to about 75%, so we're not going all the way up. And you should feel a nice little shake and then come back down. Again, 15 here. So the burn might be lower in your calf, closer to your ankle at this point. And shift over to the left. One more time, 15 here for that soleus muscle. Knee stays in line with that toe even when it's bent. Alright friends, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you